So, if you've ever dipped your toes into the world of Java, you've probably hit this wall of acronyms, right? JVM, JRE, JDK. They all kind of sound the same, but they are critically different. In this explainer, we're going to unpack exactly what they are, what they do, and maybe most importantly, which one you actually need.
And that is the big question, isn't it? If you just want to run a Java app, or maybe you're thinking about writing your own code, which of these things do you actually install? All three? Just one? Well, let's get that sorted out right now.
Before we even get into the what, we got to understand the why. And it all comes back to Java's famous promise: write once, run anywhere. The whole idea was that you could write your code one time on your machine, and it would just work on a server, a Mac, pretty much any other computer. No changes needed. And that magic is exactly why these three components exist. All right, so let's start at the very bottom, the absolute foundation, the piece of the puzzle that makes that run anywhere idea a reality. We're talking about the Java Virtual Machine, or the JVM. The easiest way to think about it is like this. If your Java application is a car, then the JVM is its engine. It's the part that actually does the heavy lifting. It takes your compiled Java code, which is called bytecode, and it translates that into the specific instructions that your computer can understand, whether that's a Windows PC, a Mac, or Linux server. But the JVM is way more than just a simple translator. It is a serious workhorse. It's in charge of loading your code, managing your computer's memory for you, which, trust me, is a huge deal for developers, and of course, executing that bytecode. It's basically the universal bridge between your single program and all the different machines out there in the world.
Okay, so we've got our engine, the JVM, but an engine by itself can't really do much, can it? I mean, you need a body, some wheels, a steering wheel to actually get anywhere. And that brings us to the next layer up, the JRE.
The JRE, or the Java Runtime Environment, isn't just the engine, it's the whole car ready to drive off the lot. It's a package that includes the JVM engine we just talked about, plus a whole bunch of essential pre-built parts, we call them core libraries, that your program needs to actually function. So what's inside this JRE bundle? Well, you get the JVM for sure, but then it's packaged with all these crucial libraries. This is the pre-written code that handles all the basic stuff, like reading files, connecting to the internet, organizing data. Without these libraries, the JVM would just be an engine sitting on the floor with nothing to connect to. And this is a really important point. If you're just a user, someone who wants to run a Java application, like maybe the game Minecraft or some other software, the JRE is all you need. It gives you everything required to run the program, but nothing you'd need to actually build one.
Now let's take this one step further. We've got the engine, which is the JVM. We've got the car, the JRE. But what if you want to design and build your own car from the ground up? Well, for that, you're going to need a whole factory. And that, my friends, is the JDK. The JDK, or the Java Development Kit, is the entire factory. It's the biggest package of the three. It has everything that's in the JRE, so you already have the complete car ready to go. Plus, it adds all the tools and machinery you need to build brand new applications from scratch.
So what are these extra tools? Well, the most important one is the compiler, which is called JavaC. This is the tool that takes the human-readable code that you write and turns it into that bytecode the JVM understands. It also comes with other essential gear, like a debugger to help you squash bugs, and even a documentation generator. So it's pretty simple. If you want to be a Java developer, if your goal is to write, compile, and run your own programs, you need the JDK. It is the complete all-in-one toolkit for any Java creator out there. Okay, we've looked at all the individual pieces. Now let's just take a second to put them all together, see the full picture, and make sure it all clicks into place. So let's visualize this like a set of Russian nesting dolls. At the very center, the absolute core, you have the JVM. That's our engine, the part that does the actual work. Now, wrapped around that engine is the JRE. It takes the JVM and adds all those essential libraries. This gives you the complete car, everything you need to run an application. And finally, the biggest doll on the outside is the JDK. It contains that entire JRE package, car and all, and then adds the developer tools on top. It's the factory. It lets you build the car, not just drive it. See? Each layer contains the one before it. Let's just look at this quick breakdown. You can see how the purpose evolves. The JVM just executes code. The JRE lets a user run a full program.
And the JDK lets a developer develop new programs. And that tells you who the user is. For the JRE, it's the end user. For the JDK, it's a developer. It's a really clear progression, from just the engine to the engine plus libraries to the whole toolkit. Honestly, if you remember just one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. The JVM runs the code, the JRE gives you the environment to run it, and the JDK gives you the tools to build it. Engine, car, factory, simple as that. So next time you see those three acronyms, you'll know exactly what you're looking at: the engine, the car, or the whole factory. And the only question left is, now that you know the toolkit, what are you going to build with it? Thanks for tuning in.